everybody, I'm in Peter Strauss Ranch. It's in the Santa Monica Mountains and it's really beautiful here. I'll give you the panorama once I'm done talking to you because it's so good to be among trees. I love the West Coast, but I really, really miss my East Coast trees. They just started blowing once I started recording this video. And you know, I thought it was going to be about one thing, but I think what it's going to be about instead is going to be talking to trees. So this is how you do it. Well, this is one of the ways. All right, let me show you what I'm seeing here. So do you see how the leaves are moving very gently and kind of fluttering? Well, of course a breeze can do that, but a tree can also do that by itself without a breeze. Back when I lived in Virginia, I was a little bit nervous hiking through the orchard behind my house, and so I would sing while I was hiking because I was afraid I'd come unawares on a bear or a mountain lion, both of which were in my yard, along with a coyote that I saw. Well, I found warm bear scat, which was disgusting, and also I saw a mountain lion in my yard. So I just didn't want to surprise anybody, so I would sing. And I realized that the first time I went back there, the trees would respond to my singing. And some of you who are very skeptical might be saying, whatever, that's a lie. But I was shocked too. I was just humming, singing, la-la-laing, whatever. And I noticed that the trees above me would blow. And then I would stop singing and they would stop blowing. And I would start again and they would start blowing again. Just gentle, maybe a little more than this. They were like that. Hear that? And so they liked my singing, and that was before I read The Secret Life of Plants. So that was before I knew the research behind plants liking music and stuff. But anyway, the way that you can talk to trees is to go outside and find a tree that has leaves on it. It's easier. I mean, they still talk when they're bare, and I know some of you guys haven't sprouted yet, your trees, but you can probably find some evergreens. The deciduous ones, I feel like, are sometimes easier, but not necessarily all the time if you get used to it. And what you do is you look at a tree and defocus your eyes and kind of soften your gaze so that your attention isn't like a laser, it's more like a wide angle lamp or light bulb, like a soft light bulb. And you just gently watch the tree moving and kind of let it massage your brain. You can do the same thing with water. If you're looking at a lake or the ocean and the way that the light glints off of the water, you can soften your eyes and just kind of have a wide angle of the water and let the light massage your brain. And so in this way, you let the movement, see that one down there is a perfect one to look at. You let the movement kind of massage your brain and let yourself kind of stare off into space through the tree. And so as you're looking through it, like you do when you're really tired in the morning and you might find yourself just staring off into space for a while if you haven't had enough sleep, if you can clear your mind as you're doing it, you'll see that thoughts come to mind. And the way that I've experienced communication with trees, of course it's barely ever in English because trees are not human, nor do they have vocal cords, nor does it matter what continent they're on necessarily as far as their language goes. What it comes through in are impressions, feelings, sensations of heat, cool, emotion, things like that. And also what I found is you can kind of get the lay of what the weather's doing too from trees a lot of times, like, or what the season is doing maybe more specifically. So try it. You can do it with little plants too, like those guys. And there are an infinite number of ways that you can continue this. I personally like climbing trees the best and like snuggling back against the bark and letting myself just melt into it and see what comes. But interspecies communication is not something that is a very hard thing to do. The hardest thing to do is to get your mind around the fact that it's possible, and then it's very easy. Kids can do it a lot easier than grown-ups. So if you have little ones, then get them to practice and possibly even show you how. Ooh. I think that's an affirmative from these guys. Anyway, what is there to update you on? I'm planning some bliss outs for this year. I'm planning one Atlantean themed one Akashic record retrieval one, and one elemental one. So those are the ones that are in the works right now. I'll have more information for you very soon. And other than that, just get outside. I mean, especially if spring hasn't come to you yet, now's a really neat time to get outside because you can see it arrive, and you can hear everything and smell everything and feel everything and be there with the birthing of the new year. And that is a really special time to be connecting with nature, because then you'll have a connection all throughout the warm seasons. So anyway, go in peace. Hope all is very well. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you again very soon.